please don't.
Why?
I just don't want you to be recording things for the Republican Party or APS or whoever you're working for.
Why not?
Can you please leave?
I bought coffee. I'm a guest of the establishment.
Can you please not record?
No, I have a First Amendment right.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Since it's just try to be a peaceful place, is it okay if you come back next time?
No. I bought a coffee and I intend to stay here.
I see about getting this shirt. What do you think? Do you like it?
I like it. I like it a lot.
I think it's a great shirt. I'm not understanding what you're doing. I don't get it.
Everybody, if I could have everyone's attention, that's Garcia, David. I know some of you are here to get coffee, and others are here to hear from the next governor of Arizona.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Let me start off by telling you this young man here in his hat backwards is taping us and is not the good guy. So just know that that's what he's here to do, so that you understand that as you are asking questions or doing whatever. He's been asked to leave and he refuses to do it. So just want you to know that. I'm David Garcia. I'm ready to be Arizona's next governor, folks, and I'm very excited about that. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about me, and then we can have a conversation about what we're going to change in Arizona. How's that? Yeah. Good? All right, so I am, he says great down there. He's ready, he's totally ready to go. So I am from Arizona, born and raised. I'm a fourth generation Arizonan. I was born and raised in Mesa, over the side of the valley there. I am the first in my family to go to college. My dad was a commercial painter. My mom worked in a factory, electronics factory. And I was, as I said, the first in my family to go on to the university. Now, my path was through the military. I joined the Army when I was 17. I turned 18 in basic training. Thank you very much for your service, sir. I see your hat over there. Thank you. It was a transformative experience for me. I learned a lot. I learned integrity. I learned about duty. I learned exactly what I didn't want to do with my life. I was an infantryman. You guys don't know what that is? I had an M16 and I walked a lot, basically. But it changed my life. I came home again and I went to ASU. I went to undergrad at ASU. My degree there at ASU. My wife, who you see on our materials and you'll see on our bus, went to University of Arizona, so we got the state covered there. We have two daughters, Olivia here, and Lola. Olivia's a Wildcat, Lola's a Sun Devil, so we still keep her going there. And then we both went to the University of Chicago for graduate school. an amazing opportunity for two kids from Arizona to make it to a place like Chicago. I got my PhD there, and she got her law degree there. And we could have gone anywhere, but we came home. We came home again to build the communities that have built us. And that's basically what we've been doing since we've been back for a number of years now. Let's see, I worked at the state legislature, so I know exactly what's going on down there, know exactly what I'm getting into. I was in an executive position for the state of Arizona, so I was an associate superintendent, the associate superintendent for the state of Arizona in education, which is my background. But my goal in life was to become a professor. And so for the last 12 years, I've had the amazing privilege of being a professor, working with young people who are interested and interesting. And I love it. I actually love being a professor. But come 2014, I was sick and tired of what we were doing to public education in Arizona. To put it simply, folks, the legislature is cutting public education to a bone. They're criticizing it for not improving, and then they're turning to privatization to basically as an option. And as soon as that happens, then we're going to have a society of haves and have-nots immediately. And the story I told you, which I believe is still our American story, that kids, no matter where you're from, can make it through with a quality public education is no longer going to be who we are as a state and as a country. And so I jumped in 2014 to run for office for state superintendent, and we got this close to winning. We lost by 0.5% that year, folks. We got this close. And this year, we are going to get over the top. And it's going to happen. So what's going to change? What's going to change in Arizona? A few things. Number one, we are going to fully fund public education in Arizona, first and foremost. And teachers, we got any educators here? Got a few. Thank you very much. I am never going to thank you for your service, right? Because it shouldn't be service. It needs to be a profession. And that means three things to me. Number one, it means we need to pay you as professionals. I do not believe teaching is a profession until you can stay in the classroom and raise a family, and we're going to make that our standard. Second, we're going to peel away our obsession with standardized testing in this state and return back to teaching real-world outcomes and get away from our standardized approach to education. For you educators, we're going to bring a little joy back to the classroom again, which is going to be very important. And then last, education policy is going to be made with educators first. So you're going to be at the table to come up with ideas that then become policy. That is not how it happens right now, by the way. Everybody but educators are at the table. They create policy, which is why when it makes it to your classrooms, it doesn't make any sense at that point. And so that's number one. You're gonna, if you remember nothing else, or forget everything else from this talk today, just remember this. We will never have a governor more committed to public education than me, period, and that's going to be a big one. Number two, we are going to focus on healthcare in Arizona and make sure we have affordable, accessible healthcare for every single Arizonan, and that is extremely important. We're going to do that. So, we can do this. We've got a public option that we can work from with Medicaid and access that people can buy into, so that we can provide affordable health care for everybody in the state, and that's going to be a second approach. Third, we're going to turn Arizona into a solar superpower so we can start taking care of this place much better than we're doing today. It does not make sense that we are not leading the country in solar energy, and we're going to focus on that.
I bought a coffee. I'm a customer of those. I have every right to record. It's my First Amendment right.
It is your First Amendment right. But when the owner of the establishment asks you to leave and you refuse to leave,
I want her to ask me to leave again.
you're criminally trespassing.
I want her to ask me to leave again.
Our troops away from the border. First and foremost, stop militarizing our border. It means we're gonna stop using or dedicate zero public dollars
Why?
Can you please leave?
policies
Why?
that separate
We have the right to refuse service to anyone.
And then last,
Can you
if you
please
know a
leave?
dreamer or
Why?
you're a dreamer yourself,
She just told you to leave.
know that I believe our dreamers are as American as I am. We're gonna
You've been
fight
asked to
very
leave.
hard for them to
Leave.
study and
Or you will be
contribute
arrested
to
by
part of
Phoenix
the only
police.
state and country that they know.